What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today we got a full day of eating. I haven't done one in a while because I've been on the same macros, so I didn't want to show y'all the same thing. But Kedrick just brought the macros down. We're gonna push a little bit harder into this last week before I have my RP9 singles and we have a refeed, right? So we're pushing the cut a little bit harder this week. Let me go ahead and tell y'all what the macros are for the week. It's for like the next 6 days. We're doing 260 protein, which is standard. That's what we've been doing the whole time. 375 carb and 65 fat. It is 1:20 p.m. I pushed my first meal back pretty much as far as I could just so I could focus on working this morning. I wouldn't really recommend that to anybody. Get your protein in the morning, get your food in the morning, kind of spread it out throughout the day. But on days that I'm working and I have a lot of work to do and I really want to dial in and focus, I normally just have a coffee and then I just get straight to work. And for me, it just helps me focus a little bit better, helps me stay a little bit more dialed in on my work. And then I kind of just put the food off till later in the day. So first meal of the day, we got 2 bananas. We got a glass of chocolate milk with Fairlife, so 0 fat pretty much in this whole meal, or like 1 gram of fat from the bananas. And then I'm gonna roll this right into meal 2, right? Because I'm pretty hungry. So I'm gonna knock this out, I'll put the macros on the screen, and then I'm gonna start cooking the next meal pretty much right when I'm done with this. All right, y'all, obviously we're making burgers, got the grilled onions going, got the patties going. I'm only gonna eat 2 of these, so 16 divided by 3, what is it, like 5.3 each? So I'll save the other one for my wife for tonight, but I'm gonna have about 10.6 ounces of ground beef. Obviously half the onion, y'all saw that half tablespoon of avocado oil. This is gonna be a slightly higher fat meal. So that's why I like to do that super low fat breakfast. So I have some more allowance throughout the day, right? To where I could eat a little bit different stuff, more cheeses, a little bit more oils, more beefs if I want. So, been craving a burger. I was talking to my wife about all the burger spots in town last night, Whataburger, Chris Madrid's, Diana's, all these different spots. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna make some burgers tomorrow. So 96.4 beef, as lean as we can go with the ground beef. But yeah, the fat's gonna come from everywhere, right? I'm gonna add some 2% cheese, obviously the oil and the onions, stuff like that. So slightly higher fat, but should be good, should satisfy the craving. Okay, I'm gonna go measure out the cheese, I'm gonna toast the bread, and then we'll construct these burgers. All right, y'all, gonna knock this out. 2 burgers. I don't have any buns, so I'm going for more of like a patty melt style sandwich burger. Coke Zero. There's what? I said like 10.5, 10.6 ounces of ground beef. Obviously 2 servings of cheese, grilled onions, pickles, a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of light mayo. Yeah, I don't know the macros on it now. I might regret this later if I'm having to starve myself at night because I had too much to eat right now. But I think it'll be straight. Everything I used was like lower calorie versions, right? Like low fat cheese, 96.4 ground beef, light mayo. So I should be straight there. Gonna knock this out, work for a few more hours. And then we'll probably come back for dinner around 6 or 7 p.m. So it's 2 p.m. right now, got a few hours, and then I'll see y'all again for meal number 3. All right, y'all, meal number 3. We got 2 yogurts, 170 grams blackberries, and then I'm gonna have 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Just a quick snack. I am getting hungry. It is 5 p.m. now. I think my last meal was at 2. But I don't feel like cooking right now because I'm still trying to get some work done. So I'm gonna knock this out. Nice and easy snack. Macros already calculated. I don't have to weigh anything. I eat this whole pack 170 grams at a time, again, so I don't have to weigh anything. And then I thought I was gonna be too high on the fats with that last meal. But actually my next meal is super low fat because it's just chicken breast tenders, which is like pretty much no fat in those, or like 1 or 2 grams. And then nothing else really has too much fat. So gonna add this in to get my fats up. Hit that 60-ish, 65 grams. I don't remember exactly what it is. All right, y'all, so finishing up this little meal that I just showed y'all. But one thing I wanted to let y'all know or tell y'all, talk to y'all about before I got back to work was the main thing, or like 95% of the battle for me on just sticking to my macros, whether I'm bulking or cutting, is just having the food available in my house. I enjoy all these things I'm eating. Bananas, like all the fruits I have, bananas, mandarins, blackberries, grapes, baby carrots. I eat a lot of those, stir-fry vegetables. And then all my other foods I eat, right? I pretty much enjoy all my meals. They all taste good to me. And I know that I'm doing right by my body when I eat them, right? So it's not an issue for me to eat them, especially if they're here readily available for me to cook or make real quick. The only hard part comes like those last 3 days. Like everyone knows those days when you ain't got no groceries in the house, you don't feel like going to the grocery store, and there's like 2 or 3 days where you're kind of just scrapping by with whatever you got left. That's the only time things get kind of difficult for me, or when I start missing on my macros, I start missing like my fruit, vegetable intake, and then I just have to start scrapping a little bit, and I start getting more cravings, right? Because I don't have something sweet like these blackberries or a banana or this yogurt to just eat when I get a craving. So that's like 95% of the battle. As long as I keep the food in the house, as long as it's ready for me, then it's not really hard for me to stick to this, right? Like it's not like a hunger, it's not really a big issue. I could always eat more veggies, I could always eat more satiating things because again, I have them available to me. So I would assume it's the same for y'all. 95% of the battle, just have the foods ready, be prepared, and be ready so that we can stick to our plan, stick to our goals, and accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. So that's all I got for right now. I'm gonna finish this fruit. Got about, what, 5 or 6 blackberries left, 1 yogurt left. I'm gonna knock that out, go work for 3 more hours, and then I'll see y'all again for meal number 4. All right, Joe, last meal of the day. I already started on it, already took a few bites. Chicken stir-fried chicken breast. That chicken breast I buy is like super low fat, at least that's what it says on the package. I think it's like 0.5 grams of fat per serving. So super low fat meal here. Only like real, I use spray instead of oil, so not really much fat. Oh yeah, so it's my chicken stir-fry, but I don't really stir-fry it in oil, right? I just use some spray, I cook the chicken on the side. And then I cook the stir-fry vegetables, throw a little bit of soy sauce in there, season them up a little bit. And then at the end, y'all saw me add that sweet chili Panda Express sauce, which tastes really good. It's not macro friendly at all, right? So how much I added, that was 1 serving, is 20 grams of carbs. But satiety hasn't been an issue, right? Like I haven't been hungry at all. Kendrick has me on enough calories to where I feel fine in terms of like my hunger. So to me, that trade-off is worth it because it makes this taste really good. Like I look forward to eating this shit every single day. And it's like, okay, 20 carbs worth of rice, I just take that out and then I can fit in the sauce and my food tastes good. So quick update on the cut. We are down to 105.7 kg or 232.7 pounds. That was the average last week. The goal when we started was 105 kg. I mentioned to Kendrick maybe I wanted to push to 104 kg. But first we're gonna get to 105 kg. We're gonna see how I feel. Hopefully we can get there pretty much by next week. We're pushing for 6 days, lower macros, and then we're gonna do a refeed into my RP9 deadlift and bench. So hopefully we get pretty close. Then we can kind of reassess, see what we wanna do from there. And then I'll update y'all on the plans going forward. So that's all I got for this video. Appreciate y'all watching, appreciate the support. Like, comment, subscribe, eat some stir fry. I'm out.